Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So first of all, big shout out to Lunacy. He's the guy who came up with the idea of haste stacking instead of crit, which seems to be really good. And okay, so second of all the information you will need for the builds are down in the video description, so please check this out. I will include the build, my current rotation, buff food, flask, Weakauras and so on. So please check this out. If you have any further questions or any ideas how to further improve the build, or if you play this in other iterations, please hook me up on Discord and let's talk about it. Okay, so I will go over my gear real quick. Using Arcanist 8-piece with a few off pieces. We'll go over this real quick. I'm using Anathema at the moment because of the haste and hit rating it provides for me at the moment, but I will go back to Benediction as soon as I'm hit capped from other sources, because I would prefer the crit rating instead of haste and hit. For enchants, I'm using Sunfire, Nimble Mind and Clear Mind. Nimble Mind and Clear Mind for the haste rating. Sunfire because it provides stack of for your fire rotation and gives a lot of crit rating. Then the single Celestial Focus for haste, a balance of power and precision for the hit rating, spell impact and torment the weak, and then Wild and Flames. As soon as your crit rating is decent enough, I'm talking about 70%, 75% or 80% crit rating or an Arctis and Fuego, then I would go back to Lunar Guidance for even more spell power. For talent changes, I get 3 points into Death Grasp for haste and hit rating, 3 points into Demonic Knowledge. You can go for Lunar Guidance or Mind Mastery or Arcane Mind. If you don't like having a pet, let's say you die in combat and get a Battle Rats, so you don't have an imp out, you don't have the time to summon an imp, you will lose a lot of spell power, so feel free to change this if you want, but it's a really strong talent if your imp doesn't die. So my imp is most of the time on passive just for the Demonic Knowledge talent. Then 3 points Alacrity. I won't go over the no-brainer talents like Spell Impact, Tom the Weak and so on. 5 points into Ignite. Some people I've seen using Burnout, but I'm using Elemental Fury, because with 2 points into Elemental Focus you get almost 90% uptime on this. Then Lava Flows, and not using Booming Echoes anymore, because Frost Shock doesn't work in this fast rotation, and it's not worth the global, because the damage on Frost Shock is quite low. And also not using Elemental Blast, since it's giving spell haste or spell crit, and this messes up the rotation quite a bit. And also the cast time is quite high, even though my haste rating is quite high. So I don't like Elemental Blast. For my rotation, it's looking like this right now. Arctis, then Lava Burst to get Lava Flows, because as you might know already, you don't want an instant cast right after Arctis or Fuego. Then Sunfire, then Immolate. You can use here Searing Pain if you don't have Immolate. Flame Shock, then Fuego, and 4 Frostbolts. Yeah, that's basically it. In this fast rotation, you won't need another Frostbolt in here. You will get empowered Frostbolt for Fuego if you're playing like this with a lot of haste. Yeah, and speaking of which, don't forget empowered Frostbolts. Another small thing I forgot is Consumables. What kind of consumables do you want? You want Flask of the Shattering Thunder or Unrelenting Power, and the Searing Wontons for haste and spell power. I think these are way better than the Wizard Wontons. The Wizard Wontons only give intellect and spell power, but haste I think is way stronger. If your crit chance is very decent, you can go for Unrelenting Power for haste and spell power, but in my current setup I would prefer the Shattering Thunder for crit and spell power. And the last thing I haven't talked about is the high risk enchants. So for the weapon I'm going for Arcane Precision 3. For spell crit, I think the Arcane Dexterity for the haste rating is kinda RNG, and I don't like this. To have even more spell haste sometimes and sometimes not, so I think the crit rating is stronger. For chest enchant I'm going for the 20 haste rating, and unwarned 12 haste rating, and on my belt I'm going for 60 intellect. Yeah, that's it, and thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, like I said, hook me up on Discord. My ID is down in the video description, and feel free to comment down below if you have tried this or will try this. And yeah, I'll see you in another video.